And so he didn't have like any images at the time, so there's no. So I just used 5 minutes. And I said, all right, I have these problems I want to solve, so I'll try these. So I had one thing that I ran.
Can you?
2 months straight. One morning I got up and it was stopped, and I couldn't do it. And so I'm like, my people must be kind of a right now. He's like, you just bring it over. We'll just look at it. So I would up on that.
Yeah, he's done presentations before. And like what is his mountain?
Yeah, you were always the church. People like this, not copies, but
We lived there 5 years.
I was wondering if confident in the Apache Spark and the Elasticsearch. Yeah. I was super impressed with that. Yeah, that's awesome. So it's another reason why I must be good. He's like, I want to donate for our school. Go to their schools. Kids are like, we lost computing.
So it's about like right, and again, like compatibility questions, right? There were all these weird things about I remember it was using, why do you not make sure you use okay, I can figure that out. And it took a while. You know,
yeah, exactly. What's this guy's Corbin?
Right. And then there's all these things that make you want to make this public because it's like, yeah, you're right, I don't, so let them see how this goes.
Look how awesome that is. So that makes me so happy. Hi, ladies. That's so great.
What, the websites?
What's that?
What's so awesome?
Oh, I was just saying piloting. I love that exists. I absolutely love that exists.
Carry joy.
I donate to a bunch of organizations with empowering women to understand and things like that.
There we go, Reis.
I love that exists.
Yeah, it's
makes me
awesome.
so happy.
I heard the backstory how it started too. There was like some meetup, and the women there were kind of, are they at a conference or something, and they were saying that they want to, because all the girls are just kind of huddling in one area and talking. So like, why don't we just start something different?
Right.
It's awesome.
It is awesome. It's happening more and more and more. Like things like that. There are like women's discussion groups and things like that. And I think it's cool. I'm glad to see that empowerment.
Yeah.
It's like a room of two dudes.
Like this one?
Dynamic changes. Kind of like this one. Hold on, let's do a little bit of quick data analysis.
We usually push to get more women in our meetup. I guess this one's more the exception actually, because usually we have, I don't know, more than 10 usually, but I don't know why. They also had they scheduled over us last month, and we still had some women show up here. I don't know, I've been pushing to get more women at our meetup, like a lot, so it's not my fault. Or is it? I don't know.
I actually accidentally got into women in biology bunch of emails. And I had to write back to one of my colleagues, like BMI. And I'm like, listen, I'm like, you remember me from the man? She's like, oh, it's no, it's so common. There are so many
This is killing me, man.
What's going on?
This is not this live streaming thing. Oh, everybody can hear me. Start. Hello! Welcome to the Salt Lake City Python Meetup. Sorry, I'm a little late in starting, about 5 minutes later than I'd like. Everybody get pizza who wanted it, or did people not get pizza? Because I noticed we ran out. No? Yeah? Everybody got it? Okay. That's good. It's kind of hard to RSVP. We have 103 people, who, if not more, who RSVP'd on our site today. So keep in mind, if you can't make it that day, it's really helpful to un-RSVP so we can make sure we have exactly how much pizza. But this time, I actually ordered an extra pizza. Some of you may have noticed, if you're here way too often, like some people, like my father, kept asking for this pizza. But yeah, awesome. So yeah, it looks like it's pretty empty today, kind of like the PHP group, it looks like right now. No, this is great. Well, if you don't know, I'm Ferris. This is Salt Lake City Python. We are part of the Utah Python Consortium. Utah Python, basically, we just share resources around the state for other Python groups. Utah Python right now is myself, my dad, and anybody else who's interested right now. But yeah, we're a registered little entity. But we're not tax deductible yet, but we're working on it. So, sweet. We provide.
Let's ask that question if you would mind.
I do mind. So I'm going to keep going.
Tax deductibility.
I do mind.
Go ahead then. It's yours.
Okay. I'm not going to get into it right now. This is not the right forum for that. So, other meetup groups, Salt Lake City Python, that's us. Python Utah North, they really like drama, so they'll just ask me random questions. That's my dad, he's up in Logan. The Salt Lake City Pie Ladies, that's Carrie Joy. She is an off member here, but they actually had their first meetup in like 3 months, like right on top of our meetup last month. So who is at that one, by the way, and is now here? Yeah, you went to it? How was it?
Good, I'm doing the next talk.
Oh yeah, what was the talk about?
I don't want to do it here. It's a little scrapey.
Scrapey. That's cool. And then what's your talk going to be on?
Scrapey.
Oh, Wait, was that what the last one was on?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, I was asking what the previous one was.
Sorry, no.
It's a scrapey meetup.
Oh, okay.
Bring your own problem.
Oh, okay, cool. Bring your own Python. That's always fun. Sweet. What else? Provo is now part of Python at the Point. They don't meet at Needle. They meet somewhere else, and I always forget where it is. Where do they meet? Anybody from that group? Python at the Point. No Python.
It's a Canopy.
Is it at Canopy?
The MX.
Oh, sweet. By the way, if you're wondering what this is an Etherpad. You can just go to the Meetup page. I left a comment with a link to it, and you can edit in there as needed. Girl Develop It SLC. Anybody know Girl Develop It? They're more of a workshop-oriented program. Not really set meetups, but they do more workshops. So for example, if you just want to teach a workshop there, you totally can, and they'll pay you. But what I did is they paid me, and then I just donated it back to Girl Develop It. So I taught a Django workshop. That was a lot of fun. Our websites, please don't go to them right now because they're down. I can't find the server. I literally can't find where I saved all these. So I'm going to probably shift it over to a static site. I have the GitHub stuff. That's all written. Dylan wrote it. I just don't know where I hosted it. Like, I went and purged a bunch of my hosts, and I think I accidentally nuked ours. But that's okay. Accidents happen. It's not like it was production. Oh, wait. UtahPython.org, that's a static site hosted on GitHub pages, so that's pretty cool. That's how we should be doing things anyway. So that's probably what we'll be shifting to. It's in Angular, and it doesn't work on Safari. Can you tell I'm a great web dev, guys? Yeah.
You made a Python website.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Sweet. Sponsors. Pythonistas like you. Thank you. Pat on the back. Yes, there we go. That's fun. X-Mission. Where's X-Mission? Can I do the thing, Matt? All right. So, who likes paying an extra $5 a month to go on Netflix because their ISP's charging them that? Nobody. Who'd have thunk it? Did you know that X-Mission will respect net neutrality and make sure all the pipes to your house are equal? Did you know if you don't call up Senator Mike Lee, who currently has the Protecting Internet Freedom Act, he's going to pass it so that it takes congressional vote in order to get net neutrality back on the books instead of an FCC vote. So call Mike Lee. He's your senator if you live here. Please do that. That's my extent of politics. If it touches the internet, that's the political spectrum I'm going to hit. You might have noticed that once again, if you'd looked in our archive from 4 months ago, I said the same thing, that you need to stand up for net neutrality. Well, guess what? It's back. And on the 14th, they're going to vote about it. And it's going to destroy everything. Now, let's face it, it's a committee, so it's probably just going to pass. But what you need to do, if you have the fiscal opportunity to do so and haven't done so already, make a monthly donation to the EFF. Make a monthly donation to any of these. This is your job. This is your means. This is how you get wealth, in whether it's knowledge wealth or whether it's actual financial wealth. So if you don't protect your internet, it's not going to be the same internet. Who's been to Mexico lately? Anybody? Just visit Mexico or Portugal. Have you ever tried to use the internet in one of those places? You have to pay extra to go on Facebook. They literally have something called the social plan, and you have to pay an extra $5 a month, right? But it's not, it's pesos or something. But anyway, you know what I mean. So that could happen here. So please, call your representative.
If you're too late to call your representative, because you're going to say call your representative, but a lot of times. You can also text resist to 50409. And this will basically, you'll send in what your message is, and it'll give it to your senator or congressman, and I think it'll fax it over to them.
So that's awesome, but I'm going to say don't do that, because you're actually in a group right now where you can pick up the phone and call. I spoke to a nice lady the other day, Darlene, and I asked her, hey, you work for Orrin Hatch, right? And she's like, yeah. And you have an internet subscription at your house? Yeah. Well, who takes care of the billing for that? Well, my husband and I. Well, how would you like it if you had to pay an extra $5 a month for Netflix? Oh, that'd be terrible. She's just a nice little old lady working for Orrin Hatch. She doesn't understand the implications of this. So she's going to have a day-to-day talk with your representative. So make sure she understands it. Although, if you're lazy, go for it. Text that number. I don't care. I'm just saying you got to get in touch. This is a very important issue for our field. I know in 2 months people are going to start to either see or hear about the result of this, whether it's Comcast or Verizon starting to up prices, and then we're going to have to take off again, and it's going to take legislation. That's enough for now. I'm getting steamed up about this.
I'll just throw one anecdote out there. So a couple weeks ago, I was in the Great Firewall of China, or I guess behind it. And that was fascinating for a couple of reasons. One, Wi-Fi means you can't get to certain websites. But guess what I could use to access all the banned websites? Really? The phone service I was paying for.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of what the future looks like here.
So I was in China as well a couple of months ago, Great Firewall, and I was there during they had some kind of Red conference or party conference or something, and they actually ended up somehow blocking VPNs. So if you think you're tech savvy enough to get behind this, I could not get around it with any of the VPNs I was using. OpenVPN protocol, completely blocked. I had to use L2TTPP or whatever that one is, and that one worked initially, and they figured out a way to block it on my last day in China. So you're not smart enough to get around it if they really want to screw with your internet backbone. So call now. You still have a chance. Make sure if everybody in this room calls Senator Mike Lee and Senator Orrin Hatch, it becomes a statistic, and they realize, oh, this is like, if we had 30 people call, that must represent 30,000 people. Like, that's how they look at it. So definitely do so. Don't get political, don't get angry, just kindly let them know, hey, I'm in the tech community. Do you know that Vivint company that's super big in Utah? Isn't that awesome? You know that Domo company? They wouldn't exist if you passed this legislation. Put it in those terms. I should stop venting about this or we're never gonna get out of this, right? I'm sorry, but it's just annoying that we're even have to bring this up. Who else? So yeah, that's my X-Mission sponsorships. I'm worse than Cashdown sometimes. Sweet. University of Utah, this is our venue. They're great. This is, isn't this part of the Center of High Performance Computing? Yeah. So yeah, lots of cool computer stuff here. And they get to use more than one thread, unlike us Pythonistas, so. If you caught that joke, you're in the right place. Team has sponsored, they've sponsored the occasional raffle prize. They haven't for a while, but I'm trying to get him to again. But yeah, they sponsor me, I guess. But anyway, speaking of raffle prizes, X-Mission sponsored these awesome raffle prizes. Who? Everybody can see this guy over here? How about our viewers at home? We have like 3 viewers online right now. That's like a record for us. But yeah, this is a Raspberry Pi powered Christmas tree. And what's cool about it, I didn't set it up like this yet, but what I'm planning on doing with mine is, because it can connect to the internet, I was thinking anytime somebody tweets Merry Christmas or uses a Christmas emoji, it'll like light up. So it's just always lighting up with Christmas cheer.
Yay.
Somebody was asking if I should do sentiment analysis, and then every time somebody's like, bah humbug, it should light up or something. But let's see. Well, that's last month's. Well, let's do that. Whatever. That was a fun one. Usually, if you're a new member, raise your hand. By the way, speaking of...
quite a few this time.
Yeah, it's actually fewer. Yeah, there's a lot of old... Oh, people are starting to put their hands up. There we go. So what we do to introduce yourself is your name, your occupation, even if it's like, I take hikes. And then it's usually something non-code. But last month, because it was Thanksgiving, we did something you're thankful for. But I don't really like that theme, so we're going to do it again. Also, I'm lazy, and I can't think of one right now. So, I'm Ferris. My occupation, I'm a senior backend janitor. I clean up other people's code. It's usually in Python at Team. And the 2 things I'm thankful for, code and non-code. Code, I'm definitely thankful for like the GPL and just open source in general, because it's awesome, because it means I can like run all this stuff and then stare at the code when it doesn't work, which is often because it's open source. And then non-code, of course, my wife Lexi, who's sitting in the middle, and she's like hacking on a new Python thing. So yeah, who else is new here? Boom.
I don't. Do we need to stand up?
If you want. I don't know.
I'm Jeff. Hi. Currently my occupation is looking for work. I'm thankful for Python, I guess maybe is too cliche to say, but I love it. It's the best language ever invented. And I've got 3 beautiful boys at home and a lovely wife, so I'm thankful for that.
Awesome.
I haven't introduced myself before. I'm Kelly. I'm a data science person working in natural language processing and machine learning with healthcare data at the University of Utah and Veterans Affairs.
Nice. That's fun. There's a lot of healthcare data scientists in the room right now.
Yeah.
Here on the left. No? Did you raise your hand? Oh, okay. Oh, behind you then.
I'm Dan. I work for Intermountain Healthcare. I'm a data architect. I'm thankful for my passport because I love to travel.
Nice. I like that one. That one's out of left field.
I'm Elliot. It's my first time at this meetup. I guess I'm a kind of C, C++, Python, kind of mostly on lower level kind of stuff. I work for a small medical device company. I guess I'm thankful for about odd modern C++ constructs, just because it keeps you alive. I think a little bit of screwing around at work. Non-code. I don't know. I guess maybe it'll snow this year.
Snow. Utah snow. It's nice. Who else? In the back.
I'm Ethan Taft. I'll stand up. I'm Ethan Taft. I'm a data scientist. I just finished an internship at Health Catalyst on their data science team. So I'm looking for work as well. 2 things I'm thankful for: code. So I've just been getting into the Python world. Really grateful for for loops in Python versus R. And on code, really, I'm good friends and a good community.
Who else?
Hi, my name is Devendra, and I'm a graduate student at University of Utah. I'll be graduating soon, and I'm a data science intern at InContact. I'm thankful for the machine learning library that Python has, and non-code, love for Indian food.
I'm Patty Mullen. I'm relatively new here from New York City. I write Python code to clean up work that mathematicians and physicists do.
Janitor. I like
yeah. I'm thankful for YouTube and all the great stuff on YouTube where people are saying, hey, here's how you build this thing, here's how you build that thing. It's positive and it's great to look at. And code-wise, I'm really thankful for what Wes McKinney did on Pandas. I use it frequently, and it's an astounding library.
Awesome. I would. Can I append to yours and say I'm thankful for YouTubers who take the time to do that stuff. Who else? In the back.
Hey, I'm Kalyan. I work for Intel Micron in Lehigh. I work for them as an engineer for yield analysis. I'm also into data science. Just getting into it. I'm thankful for the GitHub, non-open source projects. Just copy them.
The man's honest. Yeah. I mean, who here learned by staring at source code or like copying and tweaking source? Like pretty much everybody learns a little bit from that. That's the best way. Who else? Go for it.
I'm Michael. I'm a PhD student here at the School of Computing, and I'm studying like robotics, AI, machine learning, that kind of stuff. Something I'm thankful for in code. I'm thankful for Jupyter Notebook and Jupyter Lab. Those are a lot of nice environments to play around with new modules. Non-code. Thinking of Thanksgiving dinner. I'm very thankful for Thanksgiving. My favorite meal of the year.
It's true. It would be better without the relatives, right?
What do you think, Liz?
Who else?
I'm Clément. I work here at the U in a biomedical image and data analytics core. I'm very thankful about Keras, I would say. I'm getting interested in deep learning, so I think it's a nice, easy library to use. I'm non-code and happy to start attending Meetup events and learning more about the various technologies.
Nice. What is Keras?
Keras, it's a machine learning or deep learning library. So similar to, it uses TensorFlow in the backend, but it has a easier API to simplify the way we use it. And it could also use
Cool.
Hello, my name is Yifu Hou, go by Henry, come from China, and I'm a student, and I'm looking for internship in the future. And I'm really thankful to get to know Meetups and get involved in this great event. Also, I'm really thankful standing on the other side of the Great Firewall.
We're happy you're here. Who else is new?
I'm Corey. I work at Shape Security, Sling Code there. I'm grateful for people willing to share their knowledge and experience, and I'm going to use that for both code and
Sweet. Anybody else who's new? We did have a few new faces. That's awesome. Well, welcome. This is the Python Meetup group. We are probably going to have even more new faces in January. There seems to be something that happens where people are like, hey, I want to go to the gym, but that's hard, so I'm going to learn the code instead, so they can join me. Yeah. Boom. Okay, so let me transition this. So I'm like VJing right here, like video DJing up here with the live thing. That's why I keep looking down. But this is looking good, so I'm pretty happy about it. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention. All the money that you donated goes to an offshore account that was revealed in the Panama Papers a few months ago. No, it's all open accounting. This is up to date as of before we started getting more income tonight. So, and then yeah, X Mission has been super awesome. Like they pretty much, I'm like, oh, here's our balance. They're like, oh, okay, here's the money that you need to keep it going. Okay, that's easy. What else? Let's see. Oh, and then in February we have a soiree, which is our fundraiser, and I'm just going to touch base on that. Who's been there before to the soiree? Yeah, we have a few faces, but basically we have pizza and beer, and yeah, you pay a little bit more, like a lot more, but it's a fundraiser, and we raffled off like 6 Raspberry Pis last year. It was awesome. Tonight we're going to be raffling off this Christmas tree thing. So I have 2 of them. So this is a solder yourself project, and it attaches to a Raspberry Pi, and it's really cool. I think I already mentioned this, but I didn't. Did I mention I was going to raffle it, or I was just like, oh, look at this thing? Yeah, I'm going to raffle these. So we also have a couple books that just came out by Matt Harrison. Who knows Matt Harrison? Yeah, a few people. He's our local Python guru, or at least the well-known name. He just came out with a new book, so I bought a few copies for us. These are not autographed, but I bet if you took this to him, you'd be like, hey, can you autograph it? Or is Matt in the room and I just don't see him right now? No? Okay, good. Yeah, I didn't see him. So, but yeah, it's actually pretty awesome. The Illustrated Guide to Python, I went through it. It talks about some of the light stuff, but also some of the deep stuff that you just assume just works, like references and how dictionaries really work, and why Python 3.6 can sort the dictionary keys, and it didn't used to be able to do that before. So it gets into the really nitty-gritty of stuff like that. Let's see. Ding, ding, ding. Ah, yes, my favorite part. Who's hiring? Teams hiring. There's the link. U.S. jobs. Are those people here? Hill Air Force Base? No. Oh.
Not from there.
Oh, okay. Well, they told me that they were hiring. I heard that Backcountry's hiring, but I don't know. Does anybody know about that one? No?
They've got a job posted out
Okay.
there, so.
Sweet. Still applies. Nice. Domo has a data science position still open, I think. Anybody hear about? Did you hear about?
Well, so I wanted to comment on Hill Air Force Base. I was actually just at their
Ah.
There's about 15 different positions, and they're hiring a variety of a lot of back-end stuff, a lot of C, a lot of C#, a lot of C++.
Some Fortran?
Yeah. Also some Ada. Wow. So a lot of them said Ada. So yeah.
Nice.
I just wanted to make that.
Sweet.
Is that still on for tomorrow, or just today, the event?
Oh, it was just today. It was just a invite only, so you had to.
Missed it.
Yeah. Vivint's hiring all the time. Is Health Catalyst still looking for data science?
I'm on the Health Catalyst data science team. We're looking for another teammate. Reach out to me later if you're interested.
Sweet. I already have you. Did you add this or did?
No, I was looking from last month.
Sweet. Yeah. Oh no, it's not from last month. That would mean I just copy and paste last month's and then. Oh wait. Yes, you're welcome. Let me see if I can read this one. Kinestrol. Did somebody put this one on? I didn't remember seeing.
Remember there was a guy in front who was talking about machine learning and glass and stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay. So this one might not be up to date. Shape security. Who's the shape guy? Did you add this? Just no. Oh well. Is this still true?
Yes.
Okay. Sweet.
Happy to talk to anybody that's interested.
Ubiota. Is that still a thing? Or is
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yes?
We're looking for full stack. We have data and do science.
Nice. Any other ones that I don't have listed on here?
Actually, there's one company I'm contracting with right now, Nicholas and Company. They are revamping their data stack into what?
How do you spell Nicholas? Can somebody Google it?
Like St. Nicholas. N-I-C-H.
O-L-A-S.
Thank you. That's one I had. So yeah, they're revamping their entire legacy BI stack from legacy BI stack to AWS. So.
Oh, Isla couldn't make it, but she had one. Anybody else have one while I'm finding this? She. Oh.
VirtuStream is hiring SREs who are really good with salt stacks, so building out runners and all those things ties in nicely with Python.
Attack. Let's see. Come on. Oh, okay, here we go. Isla told me to post about ARUP. And I'll link that one when I have a chance when Joe's speaking. Anybody else? No?
One more, the Veterans Affairs Idea Center is hiring a number of positions for people who have skills across machine learning and natural language processing.
Affairs. Is it possessive?
Yes, just S. Yeah.
Just S. Ideas Center? Yeah, just like that. Anyone doing NLP or NL?
Anybody else know of anybody in the Valley hiring? Going once? Going twice? Okay. Who's looking? You got to reintroduce yourself though for this part. That's the rule. So unless you added it just now and I'm about to delete it. So I'm literally looking at the delayed screen on my screen, by the way. Okay. Who's looking? Stand up and market yourself. Don't sell yourself because that's illegal in this state.
I'm Carl Kibler. I'm a senior engineer on a large Django stack. The last couple of years, team lead, and based downtown. I'm looking for something new. Work environment's gotten weird and unpleasant. So,
Did I spell Carl correctly?
yes.
Are you at Neutron?
No.
Okay. You were just saying weird and uncomfortable work environments. I kid. But do I? Anyway. And now I can never work at Neutron because this is recorded. Who else?
I'm Jeff. Most of my experience is probably in Django and miscellaneous
Miscellaneous.
Celery, RabbitMQ,
Okay.
Swift a little bit.
What was your last name?
Mid-level. Lefevre, LEF.
Can you add it to this later?
Yeah, yeah. So that's about it. 3 years experience, very close to my degree.
I probably misspelled everything. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Ethan Taft again. My background's in statistics. I did a master's degree here in that. R, Python, SQL. Did an internship at Health Catalyst doing data science, machine learning. That's what I want to do.
That's like feline love.
Yeah, right.
Yannick, similar to Ethan, I did a data science internship at Health Catalyst and I'm looking for more data science.
Anybody else? Oh, Louis Shabib, aka my dad, is looking for a senior tech position. He does, let me see if I can market you. Lots of business to business, printing stuff, where you have to stream one thing and then stream it to another thing. And hopefully it ends up on paper, right?
Close, you have to listen though.
Abstract the complexity.
Yes.
Yeah. So who puts marketing terms in their resume? Yeah, so.
The reason I'm putting them there is that I'm looking at the managers. I'm not looking at the IT folks that, like us, who understand how many years of tech you've been doing.
But the managers just send it to the IT folk like us who are like, oh, okay.
But what if you want to be an IT manager?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll keep having this discussion about what I should have in my resume.
Every day.
Every day.
Should I put Bitcoin in my resume?
Put a Bitcoin in your resume.
Just put cryptocurrency in the resume and it'll go up by 1,000%. If you had purchased 1 Bitcoin at the last meetup, you would now have, what, double your money?
And next week.
And then next week you'll have 1% of your money.
Yeah, exactly.
Or double again. Who knows?
It's not at all.
Community news.
Unemployment rate.
Oh, am I pressing? Oh, okay, good. I can't even see my cursor here.
Are we still lopsided with people looking versus?
Oh yeah, the ratio is.
We normally do like the unemployment rate, and it's usually really negative.
Yeah, it's usually reverse, which is nice.
Cool. Good.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're getting. No, don't say
It's
it.
really
first.
scientific, so.
Yep. Community news. Net neutrality is under attack again. Oh, one more thing. You really want to stick it to them? Here's what you do. If you're on Verizon, switch tomorrow to something else and tell them why you're switching. They're also protesting at all the Verizon stores. So anybody log into GitHub or any other website and they're just like big old banner. Oh yeah, by the way, this is happening again. Other community news.
Django
Got it.
2.0.
Django, was it released?
Yeah.
Nice. How did I miss that one?
I don't know.
It's in the list down below.
I thought it was release candidated.
I think it was a release.
You already typed that.
It's already in the list.
It's in the bottom of the
Somebody left a
screen.
comment there in the middle of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Is the video on? I'm not seeing anything on the YouTube feed.
Cool. All right. Anyway, that's released.
I have a way to check, but I can't do it without breaking everything. Hold on.
Django REST framework updated.
Wait.
I want to know live now.
Is this going now?
Oh, these are all the old
Last
ones,
month.
eh? Oh yeah, you're right.
Anyways.
Oh, I think it was a release candidate though.
Yeah, it was a release candidate.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I didn't copy and paste though, guys.
Don't worry about it.
So this is all the old news from last month.
Maybe you should have.
Yeah, right. Any other new news?
Salt Lake City DevOps Days is having our annual conference May 15th and 16th. we are looking for calls for proposal. If you've written something fantastic using the Fabric library and you want to show that off, or you've written a fantastic API in Flask or Pyramid and you want to show that off, fantastic. We've got details on our website about how to submit your proposal, and I'll be back in a couple months with discount codes and prizes to give away. We don't have our shopping cart set up yet, though. I'm not.
Send me a note on that.
Yeah.
I'm also considering starting a data engineering meetup next year, so gathering interest for that. If anyone's interested, come talk. I think there's enough demand finally for something like that, but I want to make sure I'm not totally full of it. So.
Sweet. Other community news, tech news? Anything awesome happen? Anybody make a crypto kitty? Yeah?
I think it's old, but you have to sit down supports XPath.
Has a what now?
It supports XPath now.
What, I didn't hear.
CSS.
Oh, CSS support.
It supports XPath now, which
Oh.
is better.
You said it supports CSS now, or?
No, it's XPath. So the
XPath.
XML library. So instead of doing it scraping in CSS by scraping XPath.
Okay. Sweet. Next meetup is January 3rd, maybe. Now, the question about this is...
I'll still be hungover.
Are you still going to be hungover? No, but seriously, who's in favor of doing it the first week of January? And who's in favor of the second week? Okay, second week it goes. So what is that, the 10th? And we don't have a topic yet. So you actually have extra time. You have a whole week to do that. Considering doing bring your own Python, but we have a list of topics that have been suggested by people. What were you going to say, Dylan?
I wanted to give a talk.
You do want to give a talk?
Cool.
Nice. On Spark? No?
Spark.
Or the Dylan talk.
Yeah. A Dylan talk's always a good talk.
Spark, PySpark talk. We'll go with PySpark talk.
You could do a Spark,
That might
PySpark.
be handy. We haven't had a Spark talk since 2014.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I did the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was like the Stone Age for Spark. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Who's been coding forever but's never given a talk anywhere? Yeah? Has everybody who's like considered themselves like a coder of seniority? No? Well, if you think you're a senior coder and you're not giving talks, you're not a senior coder yet. Just saying. How's that for incentive? So yeah, we have a lot of stuff here that keeps getting
Is
suggested.
Dad giving a talk yet? Because he's a senior, but...
He's giving a talk.
Okay, yeah.
He gave a lightning
Yeah,
talk.
Come on, yeah. Cool. Yeah, you're senior, yeah.
Sweet. So we're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we're going to start on Joe's talk. So, thanks. Bloop. Oh, that broke everything.
Great.